Start.
Oh ya udah. Oke, the recording has started ya. Oke, so welcome to today's awareness meeting. And yeah, it's been a long time since the last time we do awareness project weekly inspection. So today we're going to discuss about what guidelines that you have followed the success last week and what guideline that you followed but it turned out to be not working, and the experiment or project that getting to the result, but it doesn't have the guideline yet. Okay, so we're going to start from the employee squad, and it's from me because I mainly work for the distribution post. I already put the planning on the PR calendar, so you guys can see how's the planning. And from the red dash, we can see that um, because the distribution posts have a lot of things. I mean, a lot of kinds of distribution posts, and the one that we think the one that turned out to be most working is email blast. I already attached the template for the email blast, but yeah, turns out that we do not have the current guideline for the email blast because previously we do not do it weekly, but we start to do it weekly because we've seen um, progress, we've seen result from it. So I will ask Bila as the PIC of Email Blast to create the guideline for Email Blast because we currently only have the template and it's also not updated. Okay,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
from my update.
Yes. Thank you very much, Cindy. Let's discuss it one by one. Yeah. It's pretty quick. Let's check our PR calendar. So, okay. Can you explain, Cindy, on this calendar?
Okay, so PR calendar is filled with two kind of thing. First, distribution post, and second, content planning.
Hmm.
The
Okay.
like the email blast there is the distribution post. Instagram and
Hmm.
LinkedIn social media campaign is
Hmm.
also distribution post.
I
But
see.
we also have a few events that attach there because this is
Mm-hmm.
linked to the PR calendar, like
Mm-hmm.
BVE Talk debrief
Mm-hmm.
and like MTI webinar that do not count up as distribution post, but it's our event because this is the whole PR
Hmm.
calendar. So this is what
Mm-hmm.
PR do. This is
Mm-hmm.
what we are planning to do in
Mm-hmm.
the upcoming weeks.
I see. Okay. So it is already have a plan, everything. But perhaps you can double reconfirm. So what you put in here is basically the activity, the reminder of activity. Is it correct, Cindy?
Yeah,
Okay.
the schedule.
Okay, the schedule, yeah, content schedule. Perhaps from the guest squad, from Jocelyn, do you have any input or suggestion for this PR calendar?
It's just very minor, but I think it would help you guys a lot when you're using the calendar if you categorize the events or the schedules that you have by color, so it's easier to see which one is which, like whether it's the email blast or if it's the distribution post. Because right now it's all blue, and it you might get confused, or new people might get confused. Just a little
Hmm,
suggestion, but not
hmm,
anything major.
hmm. I see. Okay. And also, can we see the opportunity that will happen in this week, perhaps from Cindy?
If you see the last, can you scroll agak ke kanan dikit kak?
Okay.
And then scroll down.
Mm-hmm.
We also have like NTU internship, ITB internship, Presiden University internship.
Uh,
That's the beginning of the internship for each campus.
oh, the beginning of
Mm-mm.
internship
For each
batch.
campus.
I
So
see.
that's where we put, because previously we do like very long
Yep.
internship cycle kan, and now
Yep.
we only put the beginning.
Okay. Okay. So for my personal suggestion, please do more details about what is the meaning. Okay, I honestly I don't know NTU internship is what is all about. So perhaps you can give more context. So NTU internship open batch start or something like that.
Oh.
Jadi yeah, so instead of NTU internship, we not really sure where is it. Okay. Okay, so it's about the tools improvement, yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. So uh, perhaps for the conclusion on the dependency is Bila creating the email apa tadi email plus guideline,
Email plus.
and then the improvement for the calendar. Okay, so for the like for example the opportunity that happen, it need more detail aja. Okay, back to Cindy.
Okay. I need to double check with Bila because
Mhm,
previously you said
mhm.
you got very little time to do the guideline. When do you think you can finish to create the guideline of the email plus?
I'd say, can you hear me? Yeah. I think it's
Yeah.
by the end of the month because there's also other guideline that I need to make this month actually. So I'll try to put it somewhere in this month, but I think the end of the month will be like the last deadline.
Okay. I actually do not know what other guideline that you're working on, but because our email blast is weekly, so I think it's kind of urgent. Do you think it's more urgent than the other guideline you're working on, or not, Bila?
Okay, it's kind of difficult because actually the other guideline is also about the documentations of the partnership. That it's kind of urgent because currently our partnership are now not well documented. By not well documented mean here that it's not documented which the MOU and what have we been made so far, and then whether we are keep engaging with them. But yeah, I'll try to assess it more. But you have like any deadline in mind if you think that it is that apa ya namanya urgent?
Yes, to Mas Gani.
Just put it on the dependency. You can set the deadline 2 weeks from here or next week. Just put it on the deadline, the dependency first. So it's up to Bila for the delivery. As long as we keep track on it. Gitu aja.
Okay. Okay then. So Miss Secretary, please put the deadline to Bila at the end of this month, yeah, as stated by Bila. Okay. If there any
So,
comment for my
Cindy,
update nih?
yeah, so for the distribution post, so we see the email blast is the most influence, yeah, the most effective way, yeah, to get the traffic and applicant. Is it correct?
Mm.
See. Okay, that's good. That's good. Please continue.
Okay. Is there any other comments for my updates here to the floor? No, yeah. Okay then. If that's all, I guess we can continue to the next.
Okay.
Okay, to Bila.
Okay, thank you. So for my side, specifically for whale hunting, yeah. So this is our report for last previous months. Basically, if you see, can you scroll a little bit up? So yeah, I've contacted 30 people through whale hunting. If you see, there's already documentation there as well as per their LinkedIn account, so on and so forth. And then this is the message that I'm using. And I contacted using Mr. Jing LinkedIn account to be noted, yeah. And then if we go to the result after this, yeah, there is 12 applicants this past month coming from the whale hunting out of 30 people that we reach out, yeah. So it's coming from recommendation from HR team as well as recommendation from Mr. Jing kayak gitu. Because I was using Mr. Jing's account, so there are some people who write it as the Mr. Jing's account. From this, the insight that we get, other than there is almost half of people apply for this from the whale hunting, is that a lot of these people are applying for the role that are not offered to them. So this role that I offer to them mostly are for host and reservations. But turn out that these people are applying for HR, PR, and then CM, so on and so forth. So it means that I'm not sure. It's either is it the messaging or is it the apa namanya website or job description that is not intriguing enough for people that they are still trying to find another role other than the role that is offered by them.
Hmm.
But yeah, basically that's my report for the whale
Hmm.
hunting itself. But
Hmm.
to be noted, this is the whale hunting that I did. Previously,
Mhm.
I remember that Cindy also did some whale hunting. I
Mhm.
didn't put her result here because I did not know whether Cindy
Mhm.
ini ya apa namanya have documentation. I think she already put the template juga.
Mhm.
If we can open there also, it's fine. Maybe Cindy mau jelasin. Do you want to explain more about your whale hunting?
I guess it's better if we selesaiin satu-satu aja. From Bila side first, from Mas Gani, is there any comment from you, Mas?
Okay, so what I can say is from 30 people contacted, there is 12 applicants. So it is almost more than berapa? More than 30%. Okay, so is it the highest conversion or
Yeah, I think there's the problem with the whale hunting is that the
Mhm.
documentation isn't that intact in a way. We don't know how the previous one, how is the conversion rate of the previous one, because not all of us keeping track or keep the documentations. For
Hmm.
example, in as you can see, we have two different documentation for Cindy and me,
Hmm.
which is why I can only kind of compare my own work compared to
Hmm.
instead of with the other or the whole work of whale hunting. But
Hmm.
yeah, I think if it's compared to all of the work that I've been doing so
Mhm.
far, I think it's kind of the highest. It's
Hmm.
the highest after I'm using Mr. James account basically.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. How about from Cindy?
So I used a slightly different kind of like slightly different tactic for whale hunting. So I use the note because I use my own account, and actually it's okay if we use Mr. Jing's account, but
Mhm.
I prefer to use the note. And here's that's the note that I created. Also has approved by Mr. Jing juga because we want to attract more calling candidates. But
Okay.
turns out the result is we have no applicants yet from my whale hunting.
Okay. How
I've
much?
reached out
Uh,
to like in total less than 20 people see.
20 people contacting,
Less than 20
less
people.
than that. And
Eight,
how much they convert?
14.
14
It's still zero.
to 0. Okay.
14.
So I think we have good comparison and we also have a quite comprehensive for the message. So I think it'd be better if we using the most effective one for the converting, which is
Mm.
on this Bila message. Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
Cindy, please continue. I have a guest coming.
Oh yeah, okay. Wait, I think I have to ini then apa share the screen. Wait.
Cindy, can I ask a question?
Wait, if I share the screen like this, can you guys see my screen?
Not yet, I guess.
Spotlight. Wait, wait.
Iya bisa lihat.
Wait, Mas Kenny, are you going to share the
Yeah.
screen or share screen? Okay. Okay then.
Okay, please continue.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to the next one to Karis works. Okay. Because you already put your works
Question,
here, but
Cindy.
um
Hello.
hello yeah.
Yeah,
Hello
I have
yeah.
a question actually regarding the whale hunting one because you're going to proceed to another topic. So I'm going to ask the question about whale hunting before.
Mm,
You said before that I remember when I asked you why didn't you use my message, you say that it's not effective, right, for you because it doesn't work. People doesn't apply. So I'd like to
mm.
know if uh, do you use like the exact message and then the exact target as well? Because if it doesn't work on you, that it means that it won't be effective as well if you are only using my messaging instead of trying to improve it. Depend on your roles.
Okay. I'm from what I can see that the previous whale hunting that I did is not successful because I used the wrong target. It's mainly for the wrong target because I targeted more like business people, but for the RM, I've contacted with um, Mr. Jing, and then he said that we need more math people and people coming from engineer. So I changed the target, but it's still still hasn't result yet. I've contacted 6 people from math ETP.
Okay, okay, noted. So, do you think that it's not the messaging problem then? It's just about the audience?
Probably yes, I'd say it's more on the targeting because the previous one did not work because I'm not targeted enough.
Yeah. Oh, but ini messagingnya juga excluding the one that was mentioned sama Kak Ara ya. That was already, I think it's already broken down about the one what the mistake that you made, and then you already
Mm-mm.
improve that one kan.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Okay, okay. I just want to say that. Gitu. Kayak, okay.
Okay. Okay then. Can we continue to the next topic?
Okay, so for the takeaways about the whale hunting, it is not about the message, and but the audience
The
is pretty
target.
important, the
Mm-mm.
target. So this
Mm-mm.
also applied to other channel, other squad as well. If you working on project or campaigns, make sure you have correct target audience and also correct message as well. I saw that recently Reza have quite similar project with hunting, which is on the outreach podcast for the WhatsApp project. So perhaps Reza can learn about the from Bila best practice, how to target correct audience and use correct message. Okay, please continue, Cindy.
Okay. Thank you for the insights, ya, Mas Kenny. And for the next one, Tokaris Works. I've seen that you already attach your works there, but can we see what guidelines that you have been using to create this post? Tokaris?
So for the design wise, I follow like the past design that BV have been using, and also have some revision with Kagani. Had a session to talk about the design for the Fistern Innovations. Also, one that I have followed with the several posts there earlier with the Fistern Innovations. Um, I think the only one that didn't follow quite the guidelines is the one with the Kak Mutia. I don't think it's not following the guideline, but there are some things on the next slides that wasn't quite great design wise. And for the copywriting has been fixed, and I see a change on the engagement of the people also after the change of copywriting.
Okay then. But it's a little suggestion for me because we here use data. I don't assume use data. If you also see changes in terms of um, engagement or something that we can count, please also attach that so we can see which one is better and we can see where's the best practice for this. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, but for the design, the overall, do you have any guideline, or have you created any guideline or followed any guideline about social media posts in Journey PV?
Mm, I'm kind of confused. I mean, like, such as yeah.
Okay, to Mas Gani.
Okay, let's do inspect from Jesselyn again. Since you are working on Instagram, so how would you examine this kind of post, Jesselyn? What things we can improve?
I think first of all the writings belum mas from the post itself first.
Okay.
I noticed there are some words there written in white font, and the background was like light blue, right? So it's a
Yeah.
little hard to read, and I wouldn't
Okay.
even notice it before if Mas Gani hadn't zoomed it. So that was the first thing that I noticed from the post. But from the copywriting was, can you zoom the caption again? I think from the caption itself, the one thing that we usually use but it's missing in this caption is apa ya namanya, emoji stickers, like the just to make it more interactive, more engaging, and not so rigid. So here you only use like words, but we can tell stories in a different way. For example, by using the stickers, kayak ada ke icon apa gitu, just to
Yeah.
complete the whole caption.
Okay. Thank you, Jesselyn, for your for the suggestion. Karis.
So uh for Kak Jesslyn, is there any like limitation over the emoji? Like how much amount of emoji should be put, or like should we put the emoji on the CTA or like things like that? Thank you.
Yes, Karis. Actually, there isn't actually a specific amount of emojis that we need to use or not to use, but usually it depends on the person posting it. If you think the appropriate amount is like only a few, ya disesuaikan gitu ya, with the post itself. If it's a more serious post, then maybe don't use too much emojis. But if it's during the CTS, yeah, we can use the stickers, we can use emojis, but just make sure that one, the sticker is not apa ya namanya, nggak tepat, it's inappropriate. Like for example, winking atau kayak stiker yang agak lebih heboh gitu ya. Do not use that one too much, and the other is not to use it too much. Like it's covering every single like you use a sticker in every single sentence. You just avoid too much of it gitu. Yes, Mas Gani.
Okay, I suggest after this meeting, I'd like to Jesselyn and Karis do pairing about social media strategies. It is, I think it's what's called yeah, you need to be pairing with Karis with Jesselyn to understand better about the messaging. And one the most important thing is about call to action. I think last week we have discussed it, yeah, Karis, yeah. There is, if we take a look at this, you have three call to action here. That's very not efficient. Which one do you want to audience to click? Bukitwisata.com/job or bukitwisata.com or LinkedIn? Which one? Audience will confuse about your call to action. So you need to be focused on the call to action. Okay, so for the apa namanya next dependency, I need to I need to Jesselyn and Karis do pairing about social media strategies, and by next week I like to see the improvement. Okay, so how do we know that you have been improved after pairing with Jesselyn? Is by you present again this kind of post. By next week you bring three posts again, the last three posts in a week, and let's see that if you really improve by that pairing with Jesselyn. And Jesselyn, I believe you have already good communication strategy on social media engagement. So I need you to transfer your knowledge to Karis. So we have a balance apa namanya balance performance between at Vista and Zuni at TV. Okay, back to Cindy. Sorry, Cindy, I take your.
It's okay, Mas Gani. Thank you for the insights. And to the next, is there any other comments from the floor to Karis? Okay, no, yeah. If no, we can move on to the next squad. There to K squad to Kak Chislin.
Just
Wait,
can you
wait,
click
guys.
for your updates
Uh,
here?
Uh, okay. Everything is clear. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I had to nyatat. So for the guest code updates, first, let's talk about the merchandising idea that was proposed by Mas Gani last week. So I did a little research, and since I saw that we would like to already implement the merchandising strategy this month, when I searched for the nearest occasion that could be optimized for this strategy, it's the Joyland Festival, which is 25th to 27th March 2022, and that's a music, film, and arts festival that's been marketed for quite a while now, and I see that most of the tickets have been sold out already. So I think that was a really great opportunity for us to try to do the merchandising, because it's also during the weekend. Yes, it's also included there, 25th to 27th of March. So I think that is the biggest opportunity that we have for March. And in the picture in the Coda documentation just now, I also included other opportunities that I found in other months. Like, for example, in April, there's Bali Spirit or Bali Arts Festival, 5 to 10 April in Ubud, as well as for May, it's more like the Lebaran, or the momentum is there. Yeah, we just have to prepare for it. So this is still rough planning. But the biggest friction that I found is to how to package the occasion so it is engaging and inviting for other people to participate in, because usually like what we observe in e-commerce, they use apa ya namanya, nama-namanya itu kayak very eye catching and it's easy to remember, but the problem with creating it by yourself is that I don't have a lot of ideas. So I think we have the opportunity. It's just how we brand those opportunity into something engaging is the problem. Yes, Mas Gani.
Okay, let's stop a moment. This is a very, very good example of adoption. Okay, why? Because here we already have a tools, which is the calendar, and from the guess what between Kawe and Jesselyn and already adopted by putting the opportunity into the calendar. So I think this is very, very good example of adoption, and I I really want to see the other squad like employee squad and partnership squad to try to adopt like on the guest squad here. The function of the calendar is not just content planning. No, not just simple as that. It's more. It's have a bigger purpose. For example, like this. By using the calendar, we also know which kind of opportunity that we have in the next week, next 2 week, next month, some stuff like that. And by knowing that event where this happened, we have the time for preparing it. So it's by knowing the Joyland. Okay, Joyland Festival at Nusa Dua. It's big. Okay, it's attract a lot of audience. The ticket is already sold out. We have some property in Nusa Dua as well. So why not we prepare for it? And it's supposed to be the preparation of Joyland Festival. It's supposed to be posted by this week. Is it correct, Jocelyn? Because we already have 1 week, right, to prepare it
Yes.
Joyland. Yeah. So you should planning it right away. Start from tomorrow, perhaps, or this week. So you doesn't miss the opportunity of Joyland. This is what I mean by good adoption of calendar. Not just content planning, bukan hanya activity yang dimasukkan di kalender, tapi juga opportunity-nya. Tadi di employee squad tadi, di PR kalender, oke, bagus, ini udah ada NTU internship start-nya kapan. Jadi ketika sudah tahu, oh NTU mulai bulan April ya, 1 April udah mulai internnya. ITB udah juga mulai buka 1 April. Presiden University juga sudah siap. Nah, jadi idealnya di minggu terakhir 20 sampai 26 Maret ini harusnya udah ada preparation nih. Bagaimana caranya menggait dari NTU, ITB, Presiden University ini, so they already have attention to Bukit-Vista. Jadi kita punya preparation dulu sebelum internshipnya dibuka, mereka sudah punya bayangan dulu. Oh, aku mau internship di Bukit-Vista. So this is homework to improvement on PR calendar. I think it is Karis for the social media planning. You should be prepared for what's big event, what's big opportunity that happen ahead 2 weeks in front of you. You need to prepare it. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Good example, Jocelyn. If you need any ideas, just Slack me or Slack on the group, so we can help you with the ideas.
Okay. Thank you, Mas Gani. And just a little update because Mas Gani said that Jocelyn will write about merchandising, but I believe the other people from other panel do not know what is merchandising. So I suggest Jocelyn or whoever brought a new term or something, just put the guideline on it so we have more context, because I also do not know what is merchandising, because it might also work for the other panel, yeah.
Okay. You
Okay,
need
then.
me to explain it now, Cindy? What is the merchandising?
I don't think so, Kak. We still have a lot of funnel because our time is running up.
Okay.
Okay, then. I think Jocelyn also brought another case here. Can you just quickly tell us about it?
Yes, to briefly summarize my update, this one is just a little update on our profile visits in Bukit-Vista Instagram, because the past month our profile visits has dropped by quite a lot, but this week, thankfully, it has gone up again to 1,000. Can you scroll down, Mas, a little? 1,126, and when I checked it, about 400 of them came from the Instagram ads that we posted last week regarding Rumah Budi Susanto. So yeah, I think we might be able to achieve the 4,000 profile visits SLA this month. That's all, Mas. Itu aja sih.
Okay. So for the the SLA, it's achieved for the Instagram profile visit, ya. It passed more than 1,000, and then the profile visit is increased by Instagram ads and daily engagement. Okay, I think this is also related again with what our strategy previously, previous strategy and previous plan. It's because we have plan every week. We have like flash sale, we have ads, we have promo, kayak fake promo. Flash sale means that even though our price is not changing, but we kind of like markup, markup sih. Harga aslinya tetap 1 juta, tapi kita kayak naikin jadi 1.300. This is example of flash sale. So we plan every week we have some post like this, kayak pancingan gitu loh. Harganya nggak berubah, harganya nggak diturunin, nggak dinaikin, tapi kita kayak markup aja, kayak strategi di H&M atau di mall-mall gitu kan. Harganya emang dari dulu 1 juta per malam, tapi kita tulis 1.300.000, kita kayak coret, oh ini flash sale, cuma hanya 3 hari aja. Itu jadi there is a urgency that we created using fake promo. This also could apply as well to employee squad. Contohnya, hey, we open internship role for RM, revenue management. We only have 1 slot left, misalnya. Go apply it now before it's too late. Before it's too late and you won't able get the positively transform experience, misalnya gitu. Jadi kita kayak menciptakan urgensi sendiri, meskipun slotnya masih 3, masih available 3, tapi kita kayak menciptakan urgensi gitu loh. Nah, ya data application, some stuff like that juga bisa. Jadi seperti itu. Dan bisa juga dari apa namanya journey ATV Instagram itu juga boleh apa namanya pakai Instagram Ads juga. There's no restriction. Ini dengan adanya Instagram Ads ini, dengan kita mengadakan flash sale, ini kan terbukti bisa membantu kita untuk achieve SLA, performance kita jadi lebih meningkat dan kita jadi apa namanya bisa deliver good result. Jadi bisa aja untuk planning content planning di Instagram itu masukin aja Instagram Ads. Nanti aku review kalau budgetnya sesuai, why not we apply it gitu. Yeah, something like that. Yes, back to Cindy.
Okay, thank you, Mas Gani. And yeah, so the conclusion is the guideline that's working is the Instagram ads and the daily engagement strategy, Jess. Okay, then thank you. I think because employee squad also want to learn about the Instagram ads, you can also attach the guideline on the Instagram ads, hyperlink it so we can take a look at it. Okay. Yeah, we can do it later, yeah, because we still have like 15 minutes left. Okay, let's go to the other person's update from Reza. Okay, a little quick update about this, Reza, or you still don't have signal?
Okay, I think Reza
Okay.
doesn't have a good signal.
Yeah, we can
quality.
move on to the next person first.
Oh,
To Garrett.
wait,
Oh,
Cindy.
no. Okay.
Even Reza cannot actively participate this. At least he already give the update about their his last project about WhatsApp. So he already get the catalog and the message. The concept is pretty much like whale hunting. So basically we outreach past guest, kayak nawarin past guest kita, hey, ini loh kita punya promo nih, kamu mau nggak stay lagi sama kita? So the concept is ya apa sih mirip-mirip ya, kita outreach secara direct kan, whale hunting gitu kan. Nah, let's do brainstorming about the message. Is the message that Reza created already persuasive? Let's offer to each person here. So perhaps start from Reza, start from Garrett, perhaps. Do you have any input about this Reza message strategy?
I see that Reza already used the emoji thing that I suggested last week, but however, I think the message can you can see there is the headline, right? Like Valitor is operate normally, but then like the description I think is way too short. I don't remember if there is anyone who suggested to Reza that needs to be shorter, but I think that this is a little bit too short and needs to be more informative. Like I think can like think from the perspective of the reader, like what sentences that will make the reader quickly understand, even though they just take a quick look. So just yeah, that's for me, I think.
Okay, so the summary, Garrett. So the message is too short and not really informative.
Yes. Oh yeah, and another thing, the emoji that this one that to the link, I think it needs a clearer CTA, I think. So because like, what is this? Just emoji. Yeah.
Okay. So Miss Secretary, this is valuable insight from Garrett. You please take a note. Number 1 is too short. Number 2 is not informative. The third one is no clear call to action. Yeah, Garrett. Yeah, emoji like this is not so persuasive. Gitu ya.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Garrett, for your feedback. Any other want to give feedback?
I do.
Yes, Cindy, please.
Okay. I think because I previously also work in the whale hunting. That's why we also need to assess the target, timing, as well as along with the messaging. Because in here, I also do not see the template or the like the planning of Garrett. Because let's say if we target people from abroad, yeah, we also need to know what time they receive the message kan jam di sini sama jam di sana beda. Because it won't be effective kalau kita send jam 3 pagi gitu tuh. And we also need to understand our guests. And along that, I think we also need to differentiate the messaging because we also now do not know what this sent to Indonesian guests or to abroad guests. Yeah, lack of documentation. So you can improve on that.
Okay, so feedback from Cindy is need to understand better about the audience. Is it local or foreign? Okay, yeah. Previously, I saw Reza want to say something. Reza, are you here?
I was the one who raising hand.
Oh, Bila ya?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Bila.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
actually want to give feedback and double down on what Garrett say about. Yeah, I think in this kind of messaging, we need to make sure that even if we are not really paying attention, we know what you are trying to offer. And then I think that at the very first glance, I didn't realize that it was advertising the villa and the guest house until I read this very villa and guest house. So I think the messaging need to be highlighting on what exactly they want to advertise basically, because I feel like it's more on advertising the cultural attractions rather than the villa and the guest house. Yeah, and since you are using WhatsApp, I think you can use like bold, italic, and that kind of feature right on WhatsApp. I think it can help highlight the information that you want to tell the audience actually.
Okay, so basically the feedback from Bila is number one, the product or service that we offer. It's not clear enough. Is it correct, Bila?
Yeah, it's not emphasized enough.
Not emphasized enough because on the picture, Bali tourism is operating normally.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then the first sentences is cultural attraction and natural exotic. So it's not very emphasized on
I
the
thought
first
it was
glance.
like some kind of news of Bali is opening instead of the property advertisement.
Okay, so Miss Secretary, please write down what's Bila insight and what's Bila feedback. And from my feedback is basically in these sentences and the wording or copywriting style. Bali tourism is operating normally. So, do we use operating for stuff like tourism or Bali? So it sounds like not match aja gitu menurutku ya. So apa namanya? The copywriting itself is need to be more elegant in a way. Nah, not clickbait enough juga bisa. Apa ya kan contohnya banyak ya kayak Ahas Motor, kayak apa sih salon gitu nggak sih? Gramedia kadang kayak ngasih broadcast WhatsApp kan. Jadi itu I hope Reza can receive the feedbacks from the others. Yeah. Okay, and Miss Secretary, please also dependency from Reza. Before blast the message, please revise the message first based on the feedback from today feedback. Okay, we need to check again the revision after feedback that given before blast the message. Yeah. Okay. And then active content continue ya active content doctor analysis from the list some keyword. Okay, so basically on the active content doctor we have 100 Airbnb listing, right? And then we need to our listing is keep updated. How to make it Airbnb listing keep updated is basically by looking at the reviews. Okay, so we some listing receive like puluhan review. Nah, itu dicari yang paling sering di-mention sama tamu. Oh, family friendly, oh, clean and spacious, oh, strategic location. Nah, by this improvement we can put it on the listing. Jadi kayak listingnya itu terupdate dari feedback tamu sendiri gitu. So ya, okay, this item contact number. I hope Reza to give the feedback. Yes, Gareth, you want to say something?
Oh no, I just want to continue because Everton is my part, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Just very quick. I've already created the third ads experiment. So but everything is quite the same. But what's new is that I implemented the framing style. Sorry, Kak, that is the wrong screenshot. I put the wrong screenshot, but just go below. Nah, this one on the headline I put on the framing. So previously I just tried to use the pyramids, right, Kak? And then like in here I'm trying to use the framing sort of a framework to in the headlines like that. And then I also want to like what I've said in the in the Trello. I want to put the traffic to the Bali Villa Management BVM page. So there are 3 ads. The first one will be to MMP, second one is to BVM, and the third one I believe is back to MMP, but using a different framing or something like that. Okay. And then if you go down, I added some new locations. The country is still the same, mainly Indonesia, USA, Australia, and France, I think. But I added some new locations in Australia. For example, in Western Australia, Sydney, Virginia, and then that's US. And for the US, I added Virginia, Ohio, and supposedly there is California, but I think it is out of the frame. Okay, that's all. And then I also created the Google Ads guideline. Maybe you guys can inspect that. And for the SEO, I done pairing with Kak Feby. Yes, Kak Feby said that. Kak Feby, sorry. Kak Nadia, and then she said that. Oh, the website is slow because it is the hosting problem. So it's not. So it's very hard to improve, Kak, because basically the quick answer is to pay more for the hosting service, but that's quite hard, right? So what I've done is on the MMP I already add the BV Go applications along with the button that leads to Google Play Store so that people could just directly download the app like that.
Okay. So I saw there is several insight that from Gareth action last week we can share and we can learn together. Yeah. Start from very bottom. Gareth, can you tell us why you put this message on our website? Why?
Okay, so this message is previously in the Manage My Property that is in Bahasa, right, Kak? The one that is not used anymore. And then when I talked to Kak Nadia, look, Kak, ini in the old one kok we have this application display, but then in the new one kok there is none to be found, right? And then like she said that, oh, previously the marketing team said that the application in the homepage is enough information for the user. But then I think like, loh, kan the landing page kan ada di sini, kan ada di MMP. Kenapa aku nggak taruh di MMP juga ya? Wes aku taruh di situ sekalian. Terus pikirku sekalian aku kasih link ini loh, ini aplikasi kita, mau download di sini gitu supaya cepat.
Okay. So why we have to present why we have to showcase our apps together in the website?
Oh iya, because I want to show Bukit Vista as a innovative company. Ini loh, we can manage your property easy, and if you want to watch over your property, you can just open from our app. Hence the title highly transparent like that, Kak.
Yeah. So we offer a benefit, right? We offer benefit instead of product or feature. Ya, toh? Jadi apa yang user rasakan ketika menggunakan service kita? Oh, benefitnya yaitu highly transparent. Aku bisa memonitor tamu yang datang ke propertiku kapanpun dan dimanapun. Benar nggak? Mau malam-malam jam 12 malam, aku tinggal buka HP. Siapa sih yang mau check-in besok? Oh, bisa kelihatan di HP. Karena kita punya aplikasinya. We offer benefit. So this is a good example of itu tadi messaging strategy ya. We offer benefit. This also could be applied on guest quote as well. For example, only through one one channel, it is easy communication, right? Ini mungkin buat Jesselyn ke depannya, we can offer benefit. What service, what benefit that user feel when booking at Bukit Vista? Oh, itu tuh ringkas, cuma pakai HP, booking lewat Airbnb, inquiry, terus nanti lanjut ke WhatsApp. Nah, jadi komunikasinya cepat dan praktis gitu kan. Nggak perlu telepon sana, nggak perlu telepon sini, nggak perlu email-emailan, cukup pakai Airbnb terus ke WhatsApp. Jadinya cepat. So this kind of benefit is also applicable not for partner squad but also to other squad, ya. So this is a good example of messaging strategy. Offer the value, offer the benefit, ya, instead of offer a product. Contohnya buat contohnya kalau di employee squad ya, offer the benefit. Hey, join with Bukit Vista. Tapi benefitnya apa? Nah, benefitnya, kamu nih nanti bakal belajar tentang Trello. The Trello is number one app in startup environment. Every startup in the world using Trello. So you should learn Trello right now with Bukit Vista. Nah, contohnya kayak gitu. Jadi offer benefit gitu loh. Jangan cuma hey, come to Bukit Vista, bla bla apa. Nah, tapi benefitnya yang perlu di highlight gitu loh. Oh, di Bukit Vista itu kita belajar tentang Google Ads. Nah, Google Ads ini tools yang paling penting digunakan saat ini di era digital. Nah, kamu bisa belajar di Bukit Vista, kamu bahkan bisa coba-coba eksperimen sendiri seperti Garrett. Nah, contohnya seperti itu, offer the benefit. Yes, that's the one insight that we can share from Partner Squad. Thank you, Garrett, for reporting. And then what else ya? What else? And also the location. Nah, this is interesting. Location. How, Garrett? How do you know this specific location? Why you target this specific location, like Sydney, Victoria?
Like the same. Use analytics, like previous process, the same. So based on data.
Yes. Other than that, where do you know the specific location outside the Google Analytics?
I have not used other tools, Kak. So that is the only thing that I use actually, Google Analytics.
By looking at the leads that coming, ya kan? So we already received a lot of leads, right? And we need to understand where they come from, the target, the persona of leads, right? So by understanding it, you usually get the report from Kyla, right, from business development. Hey, this week we got these 3 leads. This is from Jogja, this is from Bali, this is from Hawaii, right? Right? Remember, Garrett? So
yes,
this strategy is used for your awareness activity, right? So this also applicable for other spot as well. If you targeting, you need to target correct audience by looking at previous user yang udah tertarik sama servismu, gitu kan? Nah, contohnya kalau on the guest squad, how do you know we target correct audience? Like kemarin Jesselyn coba Instagram Ads kan, propertinya di Jogja, tapi targetingnya orang-orang di Bali. Nah, itu mungkin ya nggak salah juga, tapi kurang tertarget. Oke, karena propertinya di Bali, ya otomatis audiensnya itu ya yang di Pulau Jawa, yang sekitar Jogja, kan gitu. Bisa Jabodetabek, bisa dari Surabaya, to come and visit Jogja. Nah, stuff like that. Jadi pemilihan audiens ini sangat penting untuk awareness strategi. Oke, ini ada Okay, I think just that, yeah. Thank you, Garrett, for that. Let's wrap up from the insight or dependency. Jocelyn, you can share with us what is the next dependency.
Okay, thank you, Mas Dennis. So for next week, we do have a few dependencies. One is for Bella to make the email blast guideline by the end of March, and then for Charisma to do a pairing with me and bring 3 more of your work examples in the next meeting, and for Jocelyn to start the promotions for Jordan Festival this week, as well as attach the guideline for Instagram ads for everyone here to see, and for Reza to revise the message before blasting with the feedbacks given by everyone here today. That's all.
Yep. Okay. Okay, thank you, Jocelyn, to wrap up and writing the dependency. Anyone have a question? Oh yeah, back to Cindy deh. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, is there any question from the floor? Okay, because our time is also already up. Thank you so much for today's meeting, and hope to see you.